All right, what's going on, traders? Welcome back to another trade breakdown. So today we had an absolutely ridiculous day. Probably one of the most active days I think I've seen in the markets for the whole entire year. So today I ended up the day $7,000 on the funded 100K FTMO account and around $2,000 here on my personal account, and spoke about these whole entire positions live on YouTube for absolutely free. Now, is this a day in the norm? Having, not too far off a 10K day? Absolutely not. But the volume was there and it was absolutely insane, and you have to capitalize on it. So just to give you guys a bit of context, I traded this at maximum of 2.5 lot per position. And each of these trades generated, the first trade was first one was over 225 ticks, which is just absolutely insane. So let's jump on the charts and I'll break these down for you guys. And we explained all of these trades today live on stream on the Monday, the 5th of August. Now, like I say, is volume like today normal? Absolutely not. But when it comes in, you better believe I'm going to be there and I'm going to capitalize on it. And that's what you guys have to do when there's such big volume in the markets. Guys, don't be scared when the markets are hot. Take it for everything it's worth. Don't take one position and go, oh my god, that was a great run, I'm done for the day. No, the markets are good. The markets are moving with an incredible amount of volume. Take advantage of it. I'll show you guys the first trade that we took on stream, which was a very, very unfortunate break even on the gold buys. Now, we took gold buys around here, looking to get this whole retracement back up on gold based off the fact, and I said this on stream, you guys can go back and watch the live stream from this exact day. I said to the guys on stream, and you guys who can watch on YouTube for absolutely free, is there's a high chance that, gold's going to come down and liquidate all of these lows here, all of these lows here. Anyone who buying gold here, looking for that swing play, they're going to have stops down there. But what I also said is, regardless of that, there is still the opportunity for gold to come up and create this left shoulder. Here's your head. Come up for that right shoulder before that push down. And just buying up for that right shoulder, because the ranges are so large, was about 130 plus ticks. Would we have held it for 130? Now, we probably would have taken out at least 50 to 60. These were 5-minute candles. One 5-minute candle here is 50 ticks. It's absolutely insane. And this is why you guys have to take advantage of this. So, I started the morning about 6:30 London time. I was done by about 10:30. And I paid for my entire trip whilst being back here in the UK, which is just, I'm not saying that to brag by any means. You guys who've been watching from me for a while know that's absolutely not how I go about things. But it's just surreal to me. And I hope I share this to inspire you guys and show you what's actually possible. And I'm going to show you guys the executions, show you the profits, show you everything like that. Don't worry. And I'll show you guys when I do get this next payout as well. That as well. So this was the first buy we took here on gold. Now, the reason we got stopped out at break even here on stream is a very, very unfortunate break even. We got long on this 5-minute, but this 5-minute actually came down. So we had a buy stop in, it then came up, and then it came back down again. So I was like, if you're gonna come down and then back up and not push, well, I'm going to wait until the next bottom wick on the 15. So this was the open of the 15 candle. I was like, if we get a nice bottom wick on this next 15, boom, amazing. We're going to go long. And then as you guys can see, we had literally a 0 bottom wick on that 15-minute candle. And we ripped up 120 tick. Again, this trade alone, if I got the buys up, would have been over a $3,000 trade on my personal account. It just would have been absolutely insane. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to call it there. I'm going to come back, but be watching this area for this left shoulder. Here's that head, and then there's that right shoulder. Then I decided to take more sells at around 8:30 London time, but this was more of a trade where I had to execute it and walk away and let it do its thing. You go look at the hourly here on gold. This was the hourly time frame. We were coming up and we were liquidating these hourly lows, hourly highs. And as I said, this is what I said to everyone on stream, there's a high chance you're going to see gold come down into these lows and then eventually all the way down into here. Because anyone who's buying here on gold, like, where's their stops going to be? Down here. So I took the first position, and I'll show you guys the FTMO positions first. That was the personal. And these two here, as you guys can see, I started getting short on gold based off that hourly, re-grabbing the highs, anticipating that that hourly is going to reject, and we're going to see that big push down. So this was more of a, that's why I use the FTMO account, not for intraday scalping, more of a day trade. So I started to execute this trade once we came up into these very nice regions here as an initial entry. Took this first trade at a 2.5 lot. Stop loss was going to be if we had broken back above that 24.50 level. And then once we came back up into these regions and started to reject, that's then where I took that second position. So my entry on this position, I'll pop it up on the screen so you guys can see it. My entry on that position was at 43.39, and my exit was back down at these initial hourly lows at 42.84. So that second trade was a 225 tick trade based off that left shoulder, that head, that right shoulder, to grab all of this liquidity down here. And the first position I closed at 170 ticks, so 170 ticks plus 225 on them ones there, and that was the two positions I took on my FTMO. And that FTMO has been regrettably neglected due to the fact that it's just not my focus, but after today, like today, it's absolutely going to be my focus moving forward, because if I can take these trades and hold them for more of these, you know, I don't want to say swing positions. On normal times, you know, a 300 tick trade on an FTMO would be a swing position, but today there was that volume and we had to capitalize on it. And then this was the scalp that I took on my personal account here on gold. We shared this in the Discord as well. Taken that we didn't get entered on this one, we entered on this one here on the break of these lows to continue pushing down. Now, once this 5 minute started to push down, the stop loss was reduced to that high, so we ended up risking about 25 ticks to come down into these lows. I closed this trade at a total of 62 ticks. So all in all, 62 ticks on the personal, over 350 on the FTMO account, literally all based off liquidity being the main whole principle behind this trade. You know, most people have been jumping these shorts looking for this huge play up into NFP highs. Liquidity down here, given in the London session, a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, and then a lovely push down. And this is simply just taking advantage of market volume, understanding we have an insane amount of volume today and we have to capitalize on it. Now, like I say, was this a normal day? Absolutely not. But these normal days are when you have to be on the ball and you have to be taking advantage of it. So over 7,000 US dollars on the funded account and around 2,500 on the personal AUD account. Absolutely insane day. Whole trade market analysis was given on our London live stream for absolutely free. You guys can go onto the channel. You can go back and watch it. I hope to see you guys there very, very soon. Every single day, 7 till 9 a.m. London time. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.